dance.
Safety first.
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 Safety first. Safety first. Safety first.
Good morning. Today we're going to be talking about how we can make this school as safe as possible. You know, sometimes bad things happen, things like earthquakes, fires, or medical emergencies, or other types of emergencies. Now, when these things happen, we need to know how to react so that all of us can be as safe as possible. You know, this video is going to review how we can safely react to 3 emergency situations. 1, a fire alarm during regular class time. 2, we're going to review a fire alarm during a passing period or maybe while you're having lunch. And also, we're going to be reviewing an in-class medical emergency. So, come on, let's get started. All of you are already practiced at what to do when fire alarm happens during class time. First, after the fire alarm finishes, quietly wait for your teacher's instructions.
Let's get ready to exit the class.
Second, line up outside your classroom.
Please line up outside.
And third, walk in an orderly fashion with your teacher to the blacktop. Okay, that was pretty straightforward, and all of us have probably practiced this exercise many, many times before. However, what do you do if a fire alarm happens at, let's say, lunchtime or during a passing period? If there's a fire alarm during, let's say, a passing period or during lunch, first, walk orderly and calmly to the blacktop. You know, many of us in these type of situations might panic, but it's very important that for the safety of everyone around us, that you remain calm and orderly. Let's see how a group of students responds to a fire alarm during the passing period between first and second period. Let's go. After you get to the blacktop, the second thing that you do is find the room number of the teachers you had in your last class. So, if there is a fire alarm during the passing period between first and second period, you find the first period room number. Class numbers are painted on the edge of the blacktop. Take some time to become familiar with where your class numbers are located. Let's see how this next group of students do at finding their previous class number on the blacktop.
Hey, where do we go?
We just came out of Miss Pax's place, so we need to find room number 505 on the blacktop and line up there.
Once you have found your previous class, the third thing that you do is line up and wait for further instructions. Okay, so did you get that? This is something new, so let us review what to do in case there is a fire alarm during a passing period or maybe during lunch. First, quickly and calmly walk to the blacktop. Second, find the room number of your teacher from your previous class. And third, line up and wait for further instructions. Great! Now that you're ready for a fire drill during a passing period or during lunch, we are ready to review another emergency situation that, we have not practiced yet. And that is what to do in a medical emergency that happens during your class time. A classroom emergency would include the following situations. A student or an adult is unconscious. A student or an adult is experiencing medical problems, or maybe it's another emergency. When an in-class emergency happens, it is very, very important that everyone remains calmed and that certain members of the class perform 3 other duties. These other jobs include I call, I look, and I run. The I call student will first dial 9 and wait for a dial tone. Second, dial 911. And third, give information to the operator, including the school name, the room number, and an explanation of the emergency. Now, if you are in PE and do not have access to the phone, the I-call student will use the teacher's radio to call the office. The I-look student will go to the nearest classroom and tell that teacher what is happening. The I-run student runs to the office to tell the principal or other staff members about the emergency. Let's see how a class at La Paz reacts when a teacher experiences a medical emergency.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about how we build success in Panther TV. And we're going to be talking about the pyramid of success. And it begins with foundation building. And we do that for the first 7 days. Then we move into training. I call.
I look.
I run!
I'm at La Paz Middle School, and I'm in room 703, and my teacher's unconscious.
Help me, Mr. Puck Flaps.
My teacher has collapsed.
Okay, let's go.
So let's review those steps again, okay? In the event of a medical emergency in the classroom, first, the I-call student will call 911. The I-look student runs to the nearest classroom and tells the teacher there what is happening. The I-run student runs to the main office to tell the principal or other staff members. Wow, that was a lot of information, you know. We talked about what to do during a fire alarm that happens during the class time. We also talked about what to do during a fire alarm that happens between passing periods or during lunchtime. And also, we talked about what to do in the event that a medical emergency happens in class. So, here are the next steps that we're going to follow to prepare for these emergencies. Within the next 2 weeks, we will have a fire drill during a passing period. So, be ready for that. Also, all the teachers will be receiving the eye chart for emergencies, which will show you which students have emergency duties during an in-class emergency situation. I want to thank you for watching, and remember, safety first.
Safety first.
Safety first. Safety first.
Safety first.
Safety first.
Safety first.
Safety first.
Safety first. Safety first.
Safety first. Safety first.
Safety.
Safety. Dance.